Yolan True and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy. And today it's time for another, let's say, small ship. Before in the next days I will talk about a few bigger ones that I finally can see now that I have reached level 49 and I can show you, which is the more important part. I know those ships, but now I can show you. And so the next days will be covered in big ships, so to speak. But today we stick with a smaller one. The second one of the hijacked ships, and in this case the hijacked Mayflower. You can get it from shipyard level 26, and let's quickly have a look at it. If we go to the ships, and they finally show it because there are a lot of armadas going on, so it's not very stable on the iPad again. But I don't have to scroll too far because it's a level 26 ship, so it will be behind the first faction ships. The Mayflower, you all know because if you play the Federation, for example, you will have it very early as your first faction ship ever. But the hijacked one is a little bit different because it does have the normal boost of the Mayflower. The damage is increased by 30% against Klingon ships at the beginning, but it is an augment ship. And so you still need 80 blueprints, and you still need to build it at level 26 shipyard. But the blueprints you get first of all from one source, and that's the Augment Faction store. So if we go there, you can see that here for 2,200 Augment credits, I can buy one blueprint. So it's not like other things in faction stores where you can buy 5 or 20, not in faction stores, in the events where you can buy 5 or 10 of them at once. You have to buy them one by one. I'm not clicking that now because, first of all, I have all 3 of them, the Mayflower, the Legionary, and the D3. And I only have them because I'm a ship collector. And in the end, I want to have one of each. But they are not that great. They have no advantage compared to the faction one. And as I said in the Legionary video, they even have disadvantages compared to the faction ones. And if you want to upgrade them, it doesn't get better because you cannot upgrade them with the normal stuff. You also need the normal stuff, but you need plutonium for them. And you see there's common and uncommon plutonium, and then rare plutonium that you know from the Botany Bay. And you need that stuff to upgrade the hijacked ships as well. So in this case, it might save you some of the ore, gas, crystal stuff you need to upgrade the normal faction ships. But in the end, I see no advantage in them at all. There's a second source where you can get the blueprints, and that's when you go to events and then to the event store. Great, that's another thing that is great at the moment. Yes, I would love to show you, but I cannot in the middle of a video change that. But that's just what I say. I'm not sugarcoating stuff. Stuff like this is happening a lot on iOS at the moment. It's sometimes is even completely unplayable on iOS. And I really hope that Scopely made a promise to look this year. We are in the new year. Look more on quality over quantity, and the iOS version is a big thing where they have to do something, because I know that a lot of people stop playing because of this, and I know that people in my alliance are complaining about this too. And not everyone has the chance, if there's important stuff, to switch to a desktop because they have everything on iOS. Because of my work here, I have Windows and iOS. I have a MacBook in my studio and a desktop in my office, a Windows desktop, so I can go there for something really important if it works. But even with the waves there, I had problems recently. But on iOS, there's a lot of stuff like this happening. And so I would have to clear localization now. You find it when you go to the settings and to general, if you're one of the many viewers that just started the game. On the general settings, the second from the bottom, that's clear localization. It sometimes helps to just empty the cache here and then go back there, and then I might be able to show you the event store, because in most of the cases I have to restart the whole device. That's why I said I cannot just restart the whole device in the middle of a video. That's not working, but let's see if we find some. Oh, there's the event store now. There was just a delay, but it's back. So clearing localization is sometimes the wonder weapon against all the bugs we're having at the moment, but not against the crashing. We are doing tons of armadas because of the Great Chase. They started on Christmas Eve, and sometimes on every armada I try to join, the game crashed on iOS, I must say. Yeah. So it didn't help too much. So you saw I went to the Apex store. Well, there's once again nothing there. In the Apex store, you can get, for the same tokens you need to get the shards for the ship skins, the Opus Grande for the Stella, the assimilated Stella. By the way, someone asked that recently in the comments again. The assimilated Stella appears in the Apex store when you, for the first time, have brought a Stella to tier 9. That's the prerequisite for seeing the assimilated Stella there. But the same tokens you need for those ship skins, you need to buy blueprints for the hijacked Mayflower, the hijacked Legionary, and the hijacked D3. And I give it one more try. And there it is. And there is my Apex Outlaw store. So let's click it again. Yeah, and it's not working. So, but in the top, you can see the contraband ships. Those are the ones you need to buy blueprints for the hijacked Mayflower, Legionary, or D3. But to be honest, when you don't have all the ship skins that are available there, don't get blueprints for these ships. For these ships with the chips. Sometimes pronouncing English is really hard. But I'm not too angry that this happened during the video, because, to be honest, I always repeat myself. I love this game. I really like playing this game. Otherwise, I wouldn't make videos on it either. I'm doing YouTube for years as my day job, but this just came via my spare time fun, because a friend of mine said, you have to do videos on that as well. You're explaining all the time for our alliance, explain for more people. And I got a lot of feedback from you guys that you get a lot of help from my videos, and that's what I want to do. So thank you for that feedback, first of all. And I hope that I can help you much further in the future with the videos as well. But I also want that it's possible for people to see what the issues are, and that people from Scopely can see that. Some are commenting, of course, Scopely just wants to make money. They don't want to repair anything. To be honest, I give them a shred of a doubt here. I rather think that's a matter of competence, not willingness. Because if the game is too buggy, and I know that people who are only playing on iOS left the game, if it gets that bad, they have every interest in doing something against that, and that's why I'm holding them to their promise of quantity over quality, because if the people don't play the game anymore, they don't make money. And there is a very delicate balance between the two. So I honestly think, and that's not meant as an insult, but I honestly think they have a competence problem here and not a willingness problem. And they honestly have to work on that. But nevertheless, at least I could show you the ship. I will show you some very different ships in the near future, as I said. There are some really interesting parts about the Nova, for example, so that will definitely come. But for now, if you have something to add, to my opinion on Scopely here, because of the bugs we are seeing on iOS at the moment, please feel free to do that. It's an open discussion is always wanted, as long as you refrain from just sending insulting comments. The ones I saw were on me. just block those people and that's it. So I can live with that. I'm doing YouTube for a very long time. But if there's a constructive discussion about those topics, of course, they are very welcome. I'm always happy about your comments. Even if you ask questions, you saw that in the last days I answered a lot of questions again, and whenever I can, I will do that. And I did a lot of request videos, so if you have a video request, you can put that in the comments as well, and I'll see what I can do. And so I really like having a look at your comments, even if you just say hi and where you're from. I'm a curious person as well. And of course, let me know after I was working most of the time. Let me know how you spent New Year's Eve. Did you have a fun party or whatever with friends? That's something for my curiosity as well. And if you want to see something else right now, the next video is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.